Hello everyone and welcome back to Cowboy Bebop. We're in episode 23 today. How many episodes are there? I keep checking this, but is it 26 or 27? It's 26. So we are so close to the end now. I mean, we're just like unbelievably close to the end. Yeah, 23, 4, 5, 6. So 4 episodes left. Wow. Oh my gosh. So yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing where we go from here because like, how does this show wrap up, I guess is my question. Does the show wrap up when they get paid? Because that's the thing. They haven't gotten paid at all. So, is it going to be in the final episode, they get a payday and then they're like, well, we don't have to be with each other anymore because we have money. I don't know. But let's jump into the episode 23. Make sure to support the video if you can, liking, commenting, and subscribing. And go to my Patreon account for full-length early access and exclusive videos for both this channel and my Gent Watches One Piece channel. Here we go, Cowboy Bebop, episode 23. Okay. Oh my god, the green numbers at the top right when you like change the channel.
What is a physical body?
I forgot that
The
existed.
body, it's within us called souls. Now you will remember. Blood-stained history, material greed.
What the fuck is
hunger.
this?
The ego will never disappear as long as desire remains present.
Okay, what are you gonna do about
Humans
it?
will continue to fight to awaken your soul. Rid yourself of that filthy human body.
Oh, okay. Where do you go? You're not just saying kill yourself, right?
The migrate to electronics movement. We are disciples of
Migrate
God,
to electronics.
sent here to infinite sea of electrons.
Okay. Brain scratch.
And searching the homes of Scratch's highest ranking
Oh my
members.
god, he just pulled the chain open. Oh! I guess he would have pulled the like wood off the door. Wow, it's like this is all on a TV. It's kind of a cool way to deliver this information. Like switching the channels.
Contact and Salvation of Souls. The brainwave control device on this new game console to scan their own brainwaves using a program created by their leader, Spirit, which is transformed from brainwaves into digital data and
that's
relayed onto the universal
weird.
network where it takes on a transcendent level of being.
But it was originally from a
Allowing
gaming device that
entities
they
and
used this
souls
tech from.
without
That's absurd. It's pure science fiction. Some of it is theoretically possible, but it's essentially only a theory.
She's mm-hmming too early.
Whoa, madam, are you even listening to me?
Wow, they're fucking bored.
All right, let's take a short break.
Guys, you're on TV. Like, look interested. What is this? Oh my god, it's an infomercial.
And can you tell us the reason you decided to sign up?
Is that Faye?
Yes, I
Faye?
got tired of it.
No!
If I get rid of my body, I won't need money.
What the fuck?
Almost ready. Forget that. Get over here, quick.
This is bad.
What are you gonna do about the money?
I was wondering where
Those
she
kids
was.
belong to
Wow.
Some kind of scam, right?
They just didn't know where she was and she appeared on TV.
Brain Dream!
Brain Dream!
Them into action, so you control the game the way you
I mean, yeah, this makes sense. It's interesting
throw them away.
having a console like this, but then people start using it to try to live purely
Our station
virtually.
has the strictest prohibiting programs such as the one you're watching.
Shortly thereafter, he turns up missing for half a century. Fast
Damn.
forward to 2 years.
Which is what?
A religious group or a cult, whatever.
It's
anyway.
creepy.
This stream of electronic pulses. So if you capture those pulses as data, download, the person can migrate to a new existence as a pure soul.
Yeah, it tastes
without a
bad,
body.
you idiot.
Are you listening to me?
Hey.
No, I stopped listening when he started pouring beer on his cereal.
Of which about 100 have committed suicide or otherwise disappeared.
Jesus.
Faceless face.
That's all there is. Let's get 'em.
We, the migrate to electronics movement.
This is
We are
creepy.
disciples of God, infinite sea of electrons.
Cool little setup, though. I liked that exposition. They did it in a really interesting way. I liked the TV changing. And I like that we're getting involved mostly because Faye is there. But is she just undercover? Well, this is creepy. Jesus. Oh my god.
Of course, we'll need to cleanse your soul as a first step. We can start immediately.
Right. But before that, I really want to meet.
They just knock it onto the ground.
He's up in heaven.
You see, I want to meet Mr. Landis. Well, him or his soul or whatever, you know.
Excuse me? You really want to join this migration?
That piss him. Excuse me? Well, probably because they see that he's not serious about the actual thing.
This week on Dr. Londes.
The first big bounty in
I have nothing else to tell you, Yudi, and it's kinda important.
Really? What is it, Punch?
Well,
See, this is how you stay entertaining on TV.
this very last broadcast of Big Shot.
What?
Cancelled, shucks, Hardy. Happy trails and all that.
No!
So they're taking us off the air.
No!
What do you mean to say about this?
No, please no! I love Big Shot! I really like it. I don't want to lose it.
Went after his colleagues from the research lab, but it was a dead end.
Yeah. Got this.
Really get rid of my debts now.
She called to say that? Seems like a cry for help.
Like I said, brain dream is
What is that?
I've got the
Toon
like
Ray?
else if I want one.
Is it supposed to be Tomb Raider? Okay.
Select line 1 if you would like to join our migration. Select line 2 for more information.
Do you have to be
Frequently asked
creepy?
questions. Input your personal data by following the prompts.
Input your personal data. How much data? Oh, Marshall Banana. Oh, Wine.
What's
Oh, damn. He doesn't get this worked up generally. Wow, he's really fucking frustrated. Oh god.
Shed the filth of your physical
What the
life.
fuck? Oh god. Oh, good. Good job, Ian. Good boy.
Blank and you pass out. I sensed there was something wrong and fanged me. If you hadn't done that, I'd
Be a member of Scratch
He's
right
such a good
I need
boy.
to find a way to count. So, hey, Spike, wait.
What? Why is?
Well, dogs have brain waves.
Why are you putting it on him? Careful.
Quit whining.
All right.
Good job, Ed. She's like, all right, I'm done whining.
The migrate to electronics movement. Select line 1.
Oh, that's so good. I like how they're just skipping through it. That's so good. Oh my gosh. Wait, is Iron doing all of this?
The person known as Landis never existed. His past,
makes
all
sense.
the records, they're all counterfeit. An elaborate
I was
construction.
gonna say that
All
partway
the
through.
programming leads to
Oh, cool. You look cool.
not yet.
Wow, Ed, that's the girliest thing I've ever seen you in. Still not wearing shoes. Oh, Faye.
She's an unusual looking child. Is she a girl?
My Papa.
Yes, she is.
It's a long, very dramatic story.
See, the other bounty hunters slept to death.
Oh my gosh.
Tracked her long-lost brother to this hospice. Traumatized. I thought it.
Is he crying? He is.
More. Go on in. So much.
I like that.
The memory.
Why do you think people believe in God?
It's comforting.
Landis?
Hmm? Okay.
Do you want to know the greatest and also the worst device that humans ever invented?
Toaster.
It's television.
Oh, okay.
Trolls people by bombarding
That's why
them
they
with
started with a
information until they
TV
lose their sense of
exposition.
reality.
Interesting. That's a really cool way to deliver that information. Oh my gosh. He's trying to lessen the effects.
You're like a kid with a toy.
What?
If you want to dream, Just do it by yourself.
What are you doing? Stop that!
Is this
Cut it out! You can't do that!
what Ed is doing? Yeah.
What? What did I do?
What did you do?
Oh, this isn't fair.
Didn't they say hundreds of people killed themselves
Why do
because of
I
your
have to be
movement?
like this? Body has. I have. Everyone. I don't want to disappear. I don't want to.
I mean, that's very sad, but. Oh god. Imagine arresting someone in a coma. That's like the first time I've ever seen that.
So the dreams turn dark.
Yeah, but his dreams reached other people and made them commit horrible acts.
I hope you have sweet dreams.
Oh, Ed. Damn. Damn. Fabulous. Okay, cool episode. I liked that. That was a really interesting episode. I actually think like a lot of Cowboy Bebop episodes, I feel like they start slow because we're, you know, like, or at least to me, this is the way that I perceive them a lot of the time. They'll generally start slow because we're getting the information and the exposition and like learning about the characters, the new characters in the show, and like what our stakes are in this. And then the like final act of the episodes are always really great because it's like, okay, now is almost like the reason that they made the episode, you know? Like it feels like sometimes they come up with the third act and then they like work backwards to make that story work. And it was really like, and it's, you know, really cool, and that's really good because you're like building up to something constantly. But this episode I feel like was kind of the opposite, where it's like I feel like but by the end of the episode, I like the third act was good and it was done very well. But that wasn't what I was in it for. I just really enjoyed the first act, the introduction to this concept. I thought that was done really well and made the episode worth it. Whereas like I kind of didn't care about how they resolved it because I was just interested enough in the way that they came up with the story and the way it was presented. Like it started like the whole idea of the start of the episode where it's on TV. And the funny thing is, I think the longer that this show is out, the more outdated that TV section becomes and the more like difficult it is for viewers to immediately tell what's going on. Because a lot of viewers will be able to, like, especially when the show was coming out, they'd be able to be like, oh, we're watching this on TV because you can see the, obviously you can see the grain on it, but if not for the grain, you can see the green number here up in the corner. But some people, a lot of people I feel like today wouldn't know what that green number is, and, you know, as more time passes by, there's going to be no one who knows what that green number is, really. Because it basically, like, that's what it looks like when you were changing channels on older TVs, right? And I remember it. I'm, like, basically kind of just the age, like, I'm just old enough to remember it, I feel like. But a lot of people, I feel like, won't remember that that's what changing channels looked like. Or won't know because they never saw it. They never watched TV when it looked like that. So like that's the way to signify to the viewers like you're watching something on TV and they're changing through the channels. But obviously there are other ways that you can signal that. Like it has the sort of changing channel, you know, effect on it and stuff. And you know, it's not like it would be impossible for people to put together. People will put it together. Like by the time it ends up revealing it, essentially. But I just think it's very interesting that one signifier that they have in the corner like becomes outdated within a few years, I imagine. Like I feel like it becomes outdated within like 5 or 10 years. So it's very much a product of its time because like this show's supposed to be set in a weird, you know, future type world, but it's like that one way that TVs work is like such a product of that particular time. It's very interesting. But yeah, I liked the way that they introduced the plot through a series of channel surfing. That was very cool. And then also to tie that in at the end with saying that like TV is the ultimate, like, you know, the worst thing that humans have created because it like it numbs us, it you know, we're basically being controlled by these screens. And it's interesting, like a TV show saying this as well. Like it's like they're using it's like works on several levels, because it's like the TVs in universe are using, like, or the, you know, the people in universe are using the TVs to deliver their anti-TV message, essentially, and to almost prove how dangerous they can be. And in real life, Cowboy Bebop, a TV show, is using this episode to somewhat deliver that message as well, except, you know, that's what the villain is saying. And I don't think, like, I don't think, what's his name? Spike, really subscribes to that line of thinking. And I don't either. I've never really been someone who's been like anti-technology, anti-screens, anti-social media. Like, I think, like, yes, there are dangers of it, and there are problems that have arisen because of them, but I think there's also some like pretty incredible things that have arisen from them. Social media has helped me to be able to connect with people that I otherwise wouldn't have connected with, you know, and it's a way to stay in touch with people's lives when I otherwise couldn't have. And then TV, I mean, you guys know I'm a lover of TV because I do a YouTube channel where I watch TV. That's my whole thing, is I continuously watch TV. I watch many episodes of TV a day. I love TV, but I think, you know, it helps me a lot with, first of all, I think it's a good way to connect with people again. Like, people watching the same TV shows, it gives, you know, it gives a connection. That's like a lot of the time when I'm spending time with my family, we're watching TV together, and it's not like it's not like that's ruined our time together. It's given us like sort of more of a common ground to spend time together and to understand each other, and it's great. But also, you know, TV can deliver some very poignant messages. It can make us think about things. It can make us change our opinions. And also, it entertains us, which is great as well. Because I think entertainment is a very important part of the human experience as well. We don't want to just like be going through our life and only doing important things. Like, I know it feels like that's great, but like, we don't need to drain ourselves, you know? I feel like us living for things, we can live for the simplest things. And sometimes what I'd be living for, what keeps me going is, hey, there's a new episode of Dan Dan coming out this week, you know? Like that, it could be as simple as that. I'm excited for an episode of Dan Dan coming out, so I'm going to go through my week and be excited about that day when that's coming out. That's, and that's a good thing. To be able to like be excited about your life is good. So, you know, it's a very complicated subject, but I've never bought the demonizing of technology and of TV, and, you know, people complain about like kids these days with their iPads and their whatever. Like, I don't care, you know, like yes, you have to limit it. Yes, you have to make sure they don't become only reliant upon that and whatever, but it's not, the technology isn't the issue. And, you know, social media being shut down or whatever isn't gonna help. It's gonna create different problems, and it might take away something joyous in our life for no reason, really, or for a reason, but for a reason that isn't super solid, in my opinion. I also love the idea that this started with like a game console. Like, there's a VR headset game console type thing that is used, like, using your brainwaves. It's able to, you know, figure out like what you want to do, you know? So you just put it on and then you're using your brainwaves to control the game or whatever, which is possible. Because isn't there a woman on Twitch or whatever that she's like I think she studies neurosciences or whatever. And she developed something that lets you control games with your brainwaves, and she like beat Dark Souls or something, you purely using her brain or something like that. You know, like I think it was something like if you I never watched this. I only really saw clips of it or whatever. But I'm pretty sure she like had the thing on and she just basically plays without her hands or anything. She just looks at the screen, and it's like I think if she thinks about pulling something, it attacks, and if she thinks about pushing something, she drinks a potion, and it's like it's stuff like that. So and like the different ways of like thinking about that changes like the way her brain reacts, and then it scans that and it inputs that into the game. So like theoretically possible that you could have a device that can do that. For being able to use that device to like scan your brainwaves, but then actually like indoctrinate you into a cult essentially is pretty terrifying. So yeah, cool idea. And then I loved that that bit with Ein like realizing that something's wrong and going like, oh shit, he's about to be brainwashed and or whatever, and going over and just biting the shit out of Jet's leg is so satisfying. Like he's such a good boy. I love it. I guess my only regret is that this episode had so little Faye involvement in it, where it's like she was the catalyst for them starting it, but like, you know, she wanted to she got kind of indoctrinated for it because of the prospect of like erasing her debts or whatever, because she's always lived in debt. Which, you know, is very sad that happened to her, but because of that, it basically like the episode started, she was already there, and then basically when Spike arrived, she's knocked out, and that's it, you know? So we don't really get to see much of her, and as a big Faye fanboy, that's very sad to me, but that's okay. It's fine. Anyway, Cowboy Bebop, that's episode 23. Thank you for joining me. Make sure to support the video if you can, liking, commenting, and subscribing, and go to my Patreon account for full-length early access and exclusive videos. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.